Hi, my name is Calvin Butler, 44 years old. By profession, I guess you should say by profession, I am a mortgage broker, strong points in finance and in sales. Uh, First things first, let's get the first thing out of the way. What most employees would consider a negative. Um, just released from prison on May 1st, 2008. I've served a 18-month sentence for identity theft. Um, Used my uncle's ID to get a better job approximately 8, 9 years ago. Actually, it was back in 1999, and my uncle had died, and I used his ID to get a better job, and it caught up with me later on in 2003. But that was that, and I was sentenced to some probation and later on prison when that probation was violated because of court costs. But that is the negative. I don't see it as a negative, and one of the reasons why I say that is because having experienced that, that means you are now able to get a employee or someone working for your company who knows what not to do, who knows the consequences of their actions, and you won't find an employee who's going to work harder, who's going to be more dedicated to serving your company and to being successful within your company. And with that being said, if you can get past that, yeah, I guess we can continue. As I said before, I was a mortgage broker for a number of years, very successful mortgage broker. I worked with a company called Burton Mortgage, which was a local company here in Tallahassee, Florida. Some of the highlights of that, I worked with them for approximately 3 years, from 2000 until 2003. And during that time, there was never a month when I didn't close at least $1 million in loans with that company each month. I became their top producing broker all 3 years, the whole time I was there. There was actually 1 month when I turned $2.1 million in loans in 1 month, and that had never been done before. Not only at Burton but by any other mortgage broker here in the Tallahassee area. Before Burton, I worked with a company called UC Lending, which is now Aegis Mortgage Corp. And with them, I was also a top producer there. I was the third top producing mortgage broker or loan originator in the Southeast region, and that included Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, and all those states up from here through on up to Texas. But I was the third top producing broker with that company, turning approximately $1.6 to $1.8 billion in loans each and every month. Highly successful with that company. Before that, I was with All Mortgage, which was where I started my mortgage career. And with the company here called All Mortgage, Mr. Melvin Gilman was the owner of that company, and he hired me on. Before that, I was I was in mobile home sales, and I was in car sales, very successful in the car industry. I was a finance manager, a special finance manager with Leader Jeep and Dodge in Quincy, Florida. I spent 2 years there as a special finance manager. I spent 2.5 years with Courtesy Nissan, where I was the lease manager. I handled all of the leasing paperwork and the leasing deals for that company. I've done various other jobs. Carpenter with most recently, since my release from prison, I was a carpenter with Exquisite Builders LLC, and I worked as a carpenter there from August of 2008 to January of 2009, when they had a big layoff, and they laid off about 70 of us due to the economic cutbacks. And I've been out of work since then and been trying to find work. Since that time, I have been working with the homeless because, believe it or not, I am homeless myself. I actually live at the shelter here in Tallahassee, Florida. And so I've been working with the homeless and doing a documentary called Diaries of a Homeless Entrepreneur. And if you want to take a look at that, there's a link provided there within my resume here that you can take a look at in the written resume. But that website, that show is actually a show now on Flip TV. You can actually go to www.homeless-diary.flip.tv, and that's homeless-diary.flip.tv, and check out the entire series. You can also see it on YouTube at the YouTube channel S. Miller CEO. That's SMILLER CEO. The reason why I tell you this is I want you to know me. I want you to know who I am. I didn't want to just be another um, stack of resumes on your desk or another application that you're looking at. I kind of wanted to set myself aside and let you get to know who I am. I am the father of a beautiful 12-year-old daughter, Khalil, and like she is everything. She is the reason why I'm desperately trying so hard to get back into a stable career, a permanent career is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a company that can make use of my experiences, that can make use of my skills and the things that I've learned over the years. You would not get a more dedicated employee. You would not get a more dedicated servant to your company. Um, um, I am, to say the least, highly motivated to succeed. I've never actually had a job where I didn't excel at. I've always been good at whatever I've done. Um, I went into the mortgage business not knowing really anything about it, and within a short time, became the best in my field in that area. And a lot of that is due to the fact that I'm able to pick up things quickly. I'm able to learn things very quickly, which brings us to the point of my educational background. I have 3.5 years of college. I did not finish college. I left college, got married, and went to the military. I have 2 years at Brevard College in North Carolina, and I believe my grade point average there was a 2.96, 2.97, somewhere around there. And in Butler University, I spent a year and a half there, and my studies were communications and psychology. And my grade point average there, I believe, was about the same, 2.87, 2.92, somewhere in that area. But that's my educational background. I did leave college to go to the military, where I went into the Army with the 10th Mountain Division, a special forces unit, with a light infantry soldier. That is a special forces unit with the 10th Mountain Division, and I served there for approximately 3 years. Honorable discharge, served my country with distinction, and so that's pretty much who I am. And like I said, I wanted to let you know that this is who I am, put a face to this resume and to this application, and hopefully you will consider me. Hopefully you will take a good long look at who I am, my experiences, the good, the bad, and after it all comes out, hopefully you will determine that I'm the right person for your company, the right person for the position you have available. Thank you, and I appreciate your consideration.